This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we're dealing with a Cabrio washer that is leaking. At the end of the cycle there's a little water that seems to show up near the bottom. So we're going to just test it out. I'm having it fill and I'm leaning it back, pulled it away from the wall by about 2 feet, leaning it back about 45 degrees. Might be good to have somebody help you hold it in place. Please stay all the way to the end so we have some great tips for you to help keep your Cabrio running strong. And I'm just looking now if I can see any spot where it's leaking. It might be from the tub or the drain hose, but nothing's really showing up. So it's the first thing to check though, is you just can lean it back and you're able to see underneath. You might see a wet spot. I set it to spin, so it should be draining and spinning, seeing if that causes the leak to show up, but still nothing showing up. I do notice in the back wall though there's a little bit of dripping, so my suspicion is maybe something higher up in the machine. Yeah, against this back wall we're seeing some water and it's puddling up, and that seems to be where the water is showing up, is in the back. So I think something's happening up higher up in the console where the water comes into the machine. So we check that next. So we're gonna go ahead and just lay it back down, and then I want to remove the console. There's a couple of 1/4-inch screws I have to remove on the back, and I use my little paint scraper to lift up on the front left hand and front right hand corner. These little clips allows me to lift the console up. We remove those screws out of the back and we can just lift the console right off, and then you can have a better look at what's going on. So now when it's filling, I notice that there's some water pooling up right by the fill valve, and now I've taken off 2 of the screws so I can lift up on the fill valve. The one in my hand is the cold side, and I noticed that these little rubber seats that help seal the fill valve are deteriorated. The rubber's kind of messed up, so I think a good thing to do here would be to replace them. What I did is I just reinstalled the ones that were there and made the fill valve holding screws a little tighter, and then upon testing I found that that actually stopped the leak. But it may be good to just get a new fill valve that comes with the new rubber seats. They're about $30 for the cold side and about $40 for the hot side. But in this case, that's where the water was leaking from. So I put the new rubber seats in, and then I'm going to put the 2 screws in, but I'm putting them in a little bit tighter than before. And then I can test it out and see if there's a change. I think more often when the Cabrio leaks, you'll find it coming down below near the drain hose. It's a little bit more unusual that it was up here at the fill valve. But pretty easy to fix, pretty easy to put in the new fill valve or just to get the new little rubber seats. Now when I'm testing it, no more leak, so I think tightening it up and just kind of redoing the seats was enough to make it seal. So now we have a good running Cabrio without any more leaking. I hope this helps you track down the leak in your Cabrio. This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we're dealing with a Maytag washing machine. This is the Centennial, and it has a blinking lid lock light. So here we've turned it on and we're just doing a regular load. It's filling no problem. But when it gets to the point where it should spin, we get this blinking lid lock, and that can mean numerous things. In this case, it means the lid lock needs to be replaced. So we're going to unplug it, or we can turn off the breaker. Unplugging it would be best, and we're going to remove these 2 screws from the back so that we can take the top off. So we need to take the top off to be able to remove and replace the lid lock. So we're just pulling these 2 screws, and that's going to let us be able to move the upper part we're also going to be just removing the upper console. We're using a paint scraper to go in to undo the clips, one on the right, one on the left. And this is so we can get in and work on the connection of the lid switch to the brain that lives underneath the console here. So we can see this black flex tube, and this piece is where the wires for the lid lock go through the frame over to the main controller. And we're just removing that modular connection right now for the lid lock, and we're going to feed that through the frame, and then we can pull the whole top section off. To pull the top section off, we pull it toward us first, then we lift it up, and there is our lid lock. It's just being held in by 2 screws. Down here is where we have the wires for the lid lock. We're pulling that through the frame. This is the old one. Just have to remove these 2 screws, 1/4 inch screws. So zip those out. And we're going to be replacing this little bezel too. This little bezel comes with the new lid lock. I'm just going to push out the old one, push in the new one. This is what the screws lock into. And then we'll put in the new lid lock and put the screws back in. Even though the lid lock light is lighting and blinking, it doesn't always mean it's the lid lock. It could also be just giving us an error. So we're just putting these clips back over the wire casing just to hold them in position. Sorry about the camera work, a little bit hard to see. There we go, there's one clip, and then there's a second clip right here. So even though that light is blinking, it could mean it's also this actuator that lives at the bottom of the washing machine. It's not always the lid lock. So we're pushing that back in, locking that in position, and then we're just going to plug back in that modular connection into the controller, and this is just a little support we push back in, a wire support. We got it all back together.
Thanks so much for watching our video. Please leave any comments or questions in the comment section below. We really appreciate that. We have a really nice video coming up for you right here that I think you'll enjoy, very similar dealing with appliance repair. So thanks again for watching our video.